investigators had a mobile app called Traxer.
A deadly discovery
This app is tracking FBI vehicles.
leads right to their doorstep.
Look at the app's logo.
That owl's on my leg.
Every single agent is now a potential target, including us.
What is this? Where did you get that?
Every second it's out there, more people are gonna die.
New Blind Spot, next Monday on NBC, and get the NBC app.
On The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Justin Timberlake drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. A weekend shooting in Florida at a zombie-themed festival leaves one man dead and 5 others injured. An unknown shooter killing 20-year-old Tyrell Taylor, a football player at a Miami college. Police Chief Dennis Eads says the injured victims have been treated and released from the hospital. What he does not know at this time is if the shooting was targeted or a random attack. Some costume wearers were toting fake guns, and he says that made it difficult for police to determine if anyone had a real gun. Meantime, there's trouble brewing for the CIA after a high schooler claims that he hacked CIA Director John Brennan's personal AOL email account. The anonymous teen says that he swiped phone logs and social security numbers, but apparently none of it was classified information. He also claims to have breached the Comcast billing account belonging to Homeland Security Director Jay Johnson. The teen's Twitter account contains links to some of the purported documents. The hacking was apparently motivated by the teen's opposition to U.S. foreign policy and his support for Palestinians and a Palestinian state. That in regards to ongoing violence in the Mideast, about 40 Palestinians and at least 8 Israelis have died in the past month. Palestinians are afraid that Israel is trying to change the decades-old agreement that governs who can worship in Jerusalem's holy sites, particularly at the Al-Aqsa compound known to Jews as the Temple Mount. Israel has denied it has any intentions of changing the status quo agreement. Secretary of State John Kerry says that he'll be working with both Israel and Israeli and Palestinian leaders to find steps that could help reduce tensions. In the meantime, Kerry is calling on all sides to exercise restraint and refrain from actions that could escalate that situation.
And obviously the United States remains deeply concerned about and engaged in efforts to help Israel with respect to its security. But we also share a global interest in seeing the region find a way forward to avoid this kind of confrontation and senseless loss of life.
Kerry is expected to meet with both leaders before the week's end. Apparently, there is also mounting tension regarding the safety of 2 presidential candidates. The campaigns of both Ben Carson and Donald Trump have requested Secret Service protection, making them the first in the Republican field to both ask for and access that protection. Carson suggesting he's not interested in receiving extra protection, but hinting that he has become the target because of his campaign message. A congressional advisory committee will determine whether those requests are actually granted. Meantime, Donald Trump continues to lead the Republican presidential field nationally. According to a new NBC Wall Street Journal poll, Trump is the first choice of 25% of Republican primary voters. That is his highest number in the poll since entering the 2016 race. But Ben Carson remains close behind Trump, winning the support of 22% of Republican primary voters. After a weekend sex trafficking sting, a South Dakota man stands accused of attempting to solicit sex from a person he believed to be a minor. 34-year-old Joseph Raleigh of Miller has been charged with 1 count of attempted commercial sex trafficking, which carries a mandatory prison sentence of 10 years. The announcement coming today from South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley, who recently returned from Taiwan to discuss human trafficking issues. Jackley says the U.S. and Taiwanese face similar challenges in protecting communities from addiction and violent crime. Rapid City Police responding to what they thought was a stabbing in the city's north side early this morning. The call coming into police from the 200 block of Curtis Street at about 12:30 this morning. That from a man claiming he had been stabbed. Police were given permission to enter the apartment to investigate, but instead of finding a stabbing victim, police find numerous drugs and drug paraphernalia in plain sight. The stabbing call turned out to be unfounded, but several arrests were made in connection with the drugs found at that residence. The trial for a 4-year-old trademark dispute between Sturgis Motorcycle Rally Incorporated and Rushmore Photo and Gifts and Walmart stores began today. Sturgis Motorcycle Rally is suing Rushmore Photo and Gifts and Walmart over its Sturgis trademark. The group says that the trademark is needed to protect the quality of products connected with the rally that draws hundreds of thousands of people each year. Rushmore Photo contends Sturgis is a geographical reference. It's geographically descriptive and therefore should not be subject to trademark. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And we start another trading week with modest levels of activity among all the major indexes today. The Dow rising 15 points, 17,231. The NASDAQ Composite rising 19 to 49.05. The S&P holding steady up a single point to 2,034. And gold dropping $12.50 to $1,170.60 on this Monday, day of trade. A private organization that gets taxpayer money to support Ellsworth Air Force Base now facing some tough questions about its relevance and its fiscal transparency. Earlier this year, former Rapid City Mayor Sam Quaker asked the Ellsworth Task Force to share more financial detail, and he withheld funding when that group didn't comply. Quaker lost his bid for re-election in June, and new Mayor Steve Allender restored that $75,000 to the task force. Allender says he still intends to determine whether the city is paying the task force for services that are duplicated by other groups. And also a quick reminder regarding the Air Force Base. Ellsworth will be holding a readiness exercise tomorrow as well as Wednesday in our area. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us now with a look at our forecast. Monday, what a beautiful Monday.
Great day, great day. The winds were down, temperatures were in the 70s. That's perfect. And we expect another fairly warm day tomorrow. Then we're going to cool these temperatures down on Wednesday and into Thursday and Friday, as well as some showers. We're going to bring some showers in the forecast, but we have a little bit of sprinkle on the radar right now. You can see it just approaching the Missouri River. This is one little wave of sprinkles moving across. They moved across the Black Hills about 3 or 4 hours ago, and there's a possibility we have another little wave of these sprinkles coming across, but the better chance for some more significant rain, we'll have to wait till Thursday and Friday for that.
And as you noted, and as is readily apparent to anybody who maybe picks up some dry grass, things pretty dry out there.
Very dry.
We could use the moisture. But today, making Monday fairly tolerable. We'll find out what the rest of the week holds and what the work week has in store in terms of your temperatures. In Bob's full forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on News Center 1 at 10.
This is News Center 1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. And that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
I'm a fan of fan conventions.
I'm a fan of releasing tension.
I'm a fan of this plateau.
I'm a fan of things that go.
I'm a fan of things that shred.
And when it comes to sandwiches,
I'm a fan of ciabatta bread. I'm a fan of DQ.
I'm a fan of DQ Bakes.
3 new artisan-style sandwiches, like the chicken bacon ranch on ciabatta, chicken mozzarella on focaccia, and the turkey BLT served hot out of our new ovens only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Focaccia.
The greatest snow in the Black Hills at Terry Peak is right around the corner. Now through the end of October, lock in your half-price Terry Peak Season Pass. It's the perfect Christmas gift for all the snow lovers, including yourself. Enjoy unlimited skiing and snowboarding all season long with adult passes at $319 and junior passes at only $190. It pays for itself in less than 7 ski days on the mountain. Purchase online at terrypeak.com or call or come see us 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily at guest services throughout the month of October at Terry Peak. Anytime, any size. Only 99 cents. Fountain drinks at Common Sense. Ice cold refreshment. Up to 52 gigantic ounces. Only 99 cents. Pick your favorite soda and pick your favorite size. It's only 99 cents. And you can even add one of our flavor shots to make your fountain drink uniquely yours. Ice cold refreshment in your choice of flavors and your choice of size. You're living the dream. Anytime, any size. Your choice of fountain drink soda, only 99 cents. Refreshment is yours at Common Sense.
Hey Rapid City, Rushmore Honda's moved to our new location, and we're celebrating with huge markdowns during our grand opening sale. Right now, you can lease a new 15 Civic LX sedan, $101 a month. Lease a 15 Honda Accord LX, $199 a month. Or lease a 15 CRV LX, $199 a month. Over 150 new Hondas available at our new location. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda off I-90 exit 60 on East Mall Drive, and always online at rushmorehonda.com.
Members of a Denver-based consulting firm will be in Rapid City over this week to initiate the process of gathering information and developing recommendations on a downtown master plan for Rapid City. The firm will be conducting focus group sessions with business and property. The sessions are meant to be a part of an 8-month process to gather input from public and private sector stakeholders in the development of a downtown area plan. City Planning Director Brett Limbaugh says that the goal is to provide a clear picture of what the downtown area will look like in the future with defined policies and projects. The Rapid City School District is also looking for some help from outside agencies as it continues its search for a new superintendent. The Board of Education has selected McPherson and Jacobson, Executive Recruitment and Development, to assist them in the task of selecting superintendent candidates for the board to interview. The consultants will be meeting with community members next Monday and Tuesday, gathering input regarding the qualities of the next superintendent of schools. Current Rapid City Area School District Superintendent Dr. Timothy Mitchell announcing his resignation earlier this year. Dr. Mitchell's resignation takes effect on June 30th of next year. This week is National Teen Driver Safety Week. State Farm Insurance releasing results of a recent survey of young drivers ages 16 to 19. Drivers in that age group have little experience behind the wheel, understandably, but they're also faced with many distractions from modern technology. 44% of teens saying that they use their cell phones while driving. The survey reporting that besides texting, teens are mostly distracted by talking with a passenger, listening to a navigation system, and by searching for their favorite music. Driving instructors in Rapid City are doing their very best to stress the importance of driving safety.
I always have some outside speakers, usually a city policeman, highway patrolman, because they see it day to day, and they talk about kids. Wear your seatbelt, put the phone away, drive the speed limits, you know. And they hear that from me too, but I think when you bring out an outside person or expert in that area, if you want to call it that, I think it has hopefully more impact and they take it more serious. And they talk about forming good driving habits.
National Teen Driver Safety Week is a time to reflect with your teens on the importance of staying alert at all times when behind the wheel. The South Dakota School of Mines and Technology hosting a workshop today in an effort to become what's known by some as sustainable. Nearly 150 researchers sharing innovative approaches to understanding food, energy, water systems, and rural sustainability in the Upper Great Plains. The goal of the conference is for scientists to collaborate and to provide the National Science Foundation with ideas on future research proposals.
So if we can extract energy more sustainably, if we can grow our food more sustainably, use our water more sustainably, then you have a much more sustainable system at the end product of where it goes. So with water, with all the Bakken play that's up in North Dakota, all the water that's being used and the fracking that's happening there, how do you treat that water? How do you use that water sustainably? How does that not interfere with the crops, with the biofuel crops?
And on the topic of fracking, we should mention, after dozens of studies in multiple states over the past decade, the U.S. Department of Energy, U.S. Geological Survey, and even the Governmental Accountability Office have all repeatedly stated that not a single case of groundwater contamination has been attributed to hydraulic fracturing, better known as fracking. Well, it's looking like a great start to your work week. The fall colors surrounding Rapid City as the air gets crisper. We'll give you the full outlook for the rest of your work week after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
The Model
Model year closeout is on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of GMCs with over 100 Sierras, Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, Duramaxes, and RMTs in stock. Get $10,000 in savings on GMC Sierras and drive a new Buick for only $199 a month. Don't miss the model year closeout on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer.
At Mid-Continent's Northern Plains Network, we're serious about the data that moves your enterprise, making sure it gets wherever you need it to go. Every single bit, every single byte, every single day. Across our exclusive MEF-certified fiber optic network covering thousands of miles. Self-healing, redundant, and scalable to 4 terabits per second. Seriously, the Northern Plains Network from Mid-Continent Business Solutions. We're serious about data.
History comes alive in Deadwood, and history meets comfort at the Hotel by Gold Dust. Deadwood's newest and most unique hotel, located in the heart of Deadwood. The comfort and convenience of the Hotel by Gold Dust is yours to enjoy. And the best restaurant in Deadwood is only steps away at Mavericks, where you'll find great steaks and cocktails in the all-new Gold Dust Casino, located on Deadwood's historic Main Street. Make plans now to stay at the Hotel by Gold Dust, Deadwood's newest and most unique hotel.
Having problems fixing your piece of equipment? Come on in. Need some bearings or a custom hydraulic hose? Come on in. Are you in need of a part that's just not made anymore? We can machine one. Come on in. Are you in the market for a pressure washer or parts cleaner? Come on in. Need something welded or fabricated? Come on in. Some people don't really know what we do. If you are one of those people, come on in. Come on in to Adams ISC for all your industrial needs. We are located at 2090 Deadwood Avenue in Rapid City, South Dakota.
Yamaha Viking and Viking 6. The hardest working, most off-road capable side-by-sides in America. Built for the hardest working people on earth, you.
Black Hills Power Sports on I-90 Service Road between exits 60 and 61 in Rapid City.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, once again, let me start off with the weather almanac. 72 was our high temperature, 60 is normal, so there you have it. We're 12 degrees above normal. We'll be in the lower 70s again tomorrow. Then we're going to begin to cool things off, try to get them down, get those high temperatures a little closer to where they should be this time of the year. 48 was our morning low temperature. Also above normal. 33 is normal for this time of the year. 712 sun up, 602 sun will be going down. Out at the airport we have no clouds. We got some stars overhead at the present time. 48 degrees. Winds are calm, no gusts, no wind today to speak of. So it was a great day today. I hope everybody had a chance to spend some time outdoors and enjoy this beautiful weather that we've been having. There you go. You can see 80s and 70s all up and down the Plain States. A little bit cooler to the northwest, 65 Billings, 63 over there in Seattle. A little bit cooler around the Great Lakes and off to the northeast. 53 was the high in New York City, 59 in Pittsburgh. We also have some low temperatures I want to show you. 28 was the morning low in Pittsburgh, 37 in New York City, 37 in Louisville. So with these cooler temperatures and the winds blowing across the Great Lakes on the leeward side of these lakes, we're getting some lake effect snows. I have some video from Erie, Pennsylvania I'd like to show you. Let me just continue to back up. Look at there, it's snowing. They got about 5 inches in some areas in the Erie, Pennsylvania area. And the trees, still have leaves on them. So the snow on those leaves weighed down to some branches, broke some branches and into some power lines, which caused some power outages across the area. So there you have it. This is the first snow for the Erie, Pennsylvania area. Already in New York, they've had somewhere 10 inches of snow, lake effect snows. All right, let's come on back. I want to show you the satellite. You can see the movement of this moisture right across the Great Lakes, and as these temperatures drop below the freezing area, some of that light rain turns to lake effect snows. Let's see, here we go. We got, this is tomorrow. We're still on the warm side of this cool front, so we are expecting our temperatures to remain rather mild tomorrow, around 70, 71 degrees again, about 12 degrees above normal. And then on Wednesday, the cool front, whoop, down to our south. That brings in some cooler air, so on Wednesday, we are looking for some cooler temperatures. And when the front comes through tomorrow evening, pretty much like tonight, we are expecting to see a little bit of that sprinkle activity. A lot of it won't even reach the ground, though, but we'll have a few drops here and there in the Black Hills. Here's this little wave that came through tonight, and we don't see anything back upstream of that, but there's another possibility we have another one redevelop and move across. Nothing significant as far as rain is concerned tonight nor tomorrow night. We'll have to wait until Thursday night. Here we go. Well, this is tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures in the 70s. Here comes that cool front. We'll cool it down on Wednesday. But down here, that low, down in Colorado, you can see that's going to be moving in a northeasterly direction. That's going to bring us some instability, and that'll bring us some scattered showers late Thursday and on Friday. So we'll be looking for more significant rain late Thursday and Friday, okay? Let's see, here are the expected temperatures for tomorrow. As I said, whoa, nice temperatures, 70s and 80s pretty much in the plain states. And then the front comes through and we cool those temperatures down. No more 70s and 80s. We see a whole slew of 60s around the northern plains. The forecast for tomorrow, another beautiful day, 63 Spearfish, 67 Custer, 75 Pine Ridge and Martin, pretty much the same temperature, 74 Interior, Dupree 72. And what else we got? Hill City 66, 67 over in Sturgis. The forecast for tonight, we'll have partly cloudy skies, should be mild, and then we already seen those light sprinkles move on through, 48 for the overnight low, and tomorrow, 70 degrees, another great day, a little bit breezy, but so what? Winds out of the west, 5 to 15, gust 25. And then tomorrow evening, we expect these low temperatures a little bit cooler, 41. And a few little sprinkles once again. Now that front's coming through, but we don't expect much shower activity with that one. Winds out of the northwest now, 10 to 20, maybe a gust to 30. So the winds will be picking up a little bit tomorrow evening. And then the 61 on Wednesday. And then that low in Colorado begins to affect us late Thursday, Friday, bringing in some showers, some significant shower activity. We'll try to dry things out Saturday and Sunday. ClickBigDeals.com, get a full service oil change at Corey's Tire Factory. For just 20 bucks. It's typically 40 bucks at Corey's. You get it for 20 bucks, but you got to go to Click Big Deals and grab that coupon. Well, pumpkin is a fall favorite. We show you how to best prepare it in tonight's Botanical Pantry.
This Botanical Pantry brought to you by True Green.
Again, welcome to Botanical Pantry. With me, Joe Hillberry, Master Gardener. I'm Bob Riggio. We're in Joe's kitchen once again. And again, let me remind everybody that the recipes that Joe's going to be talking about, they'll be on our website. Joe, we're going to talk how to cook squash and pumpkin. And you're telling me it was a good year for squash.
Yes, it was a really good year for squash, and there's lots of pumpkins out there. So we need to start cooking them. Now, if you have a small squash, Bob, like this one here, you cut it in half. And then you take the seeds out,
of course,
put it in a pan like this with a little bit of water, and put it in the microwave, and you can cook it. Nope. And wait until, it just feels soft, take it out, and it's ready to go.
When you stick a fork in it, it's done.
Right, and you can put them upside down just before they're finished, put a little brown sugar and butter in there.
And just go from there.
And go from there.
Okay. Or if they're a little bigger, now what do we do?
Okay, from little bit bigger ones to great big ones, you can bake them in the oven. And again, you cut them in half and then just put them in a pan with a little bit of water. You'll have to bake them about a half an hour, but again, until you can stick a fork tine through them. And then you can take them out, and a lot of people like to cut them into wedges. That way you can serve them, and they're sort of elegant when you put them out there. You have hot butter, and you can just put hot butter, salt, and pepper on there, and the squash are ready.
Okay, they're ready to eat. All right, and then pumpkins now.
Right, if you have a big squash or a big pumpkin, especially your jack-o'-lantern, then you take, again, you cut them open, take the seeds out, then we take the pressure cooker, and we cut it into about 2-inch squares, fill it up, cook it for 13 minutes on 15 pounds, take them out, peel the side off, puree them, and then we like to store them in 2 cups to a bag, and then we freeze them.
And you can use this for
pies, Three Sisters soup, anything you want to do, and it's ready to go.
Okay.
And they store really good in flat bags.
And you keep the pumpkin seeds too, don't you?
Right, we use them.
Nothing goes to waste in Joe's kitchen.
That's right.
All right. Anything else, Joe? Is that it?
No, that's it, but they should try doing it.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, Joe. All right. Join us next week on Botanical Pantry.
When you see the big chair, you know you've arrived. Cousins Big Chair Pizza and Pub on Highway 385, 4 miles north of 44. Stone-baked crusts, local brews, spaghetti, and so much more.
Winner, winner, Cousins for dinner.
It's worth the drive.
Angela just scored a great deal on this dining set and saved an extra $100.
Best day of my life. Second best. Okay. Still a great day.
During the housewarming sale at Furniture Row, you'll find great savings throughout the store. Plus, get extra savings of $100 to $200 with any purchase of $1,000 to $2,000. And enjoy no interest for 4 years. Save big during the housewarming sale on now at Furniture Row.
On your mark, get set.
Punch it.
Get the ride of your life in the 2015 Nissan Altima. With blind spot warning and up to 270 horsepower.
What is not to love?
It's really comfortable. It fits to my body.
Now, camera.
Choose Altima with 0% APR for up to 72 months, or for a limited time, save up to $35.25. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
South Dakota undergraduate students continue to find a high-quality education at Chadron State College, thanks to the Chadron State Eagle Rate. It's more affordable than ever to be a part of Chadron State's proud tradition. Find the major you want with CSC's outstanding on-campus and online programs. With a degree from CSC, you'll have the tools to succeed in your career. South Dakota students, take advantage of the Chadron State Eagle Rate today. Call 1-800-CHADRON or visit csc.edu.
Cousins Big Chair Pizza and Pub. Bring the whole family to enjoy a piping hot pizza. And now featuring spaghetti, soup, sandwiches, and desserts. Located on Highway 385.
Winner, winner, Cousins for dinner.
It's worth the drive.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
The Lee Deadwood volleyball team is 24-4 this year with 2 matches remaining in the regular season. And if the Gold Diggers can hack their way through the loaded Region 8A playoffs starting on November 3rd, no one can say they have gone untested. Lee Deadwood participates in one of the toughest regions in the state with the likes of Bellfouche, Custer, and Spearfish. The Gold Diggers close out the regular season at Douglas tomorrow night before hosting Spearfish a week from today. Lee Deadwood is currently 4th in the region standings, but the Gold Diggers could move up with 2 more victories.
We're very talented as far as our skill goes. For us, it's just a matter of playing with all that we have inside of us, mentally playing at our best. That's one thing over the last couple, the few losses we've had, we've just dropped mentally a little bit. So if we can stay up mentally, I'm not worried about the physical part of it. So that's kind of what we have to do to win.
And speaking of volleyball, Spearfish and Bellfouche squared off for the second time in 2 days. The Bronx surprised the Spartans 3-2. Also, Cheyenne Eagle Butte defeated Dupree tonight in straight sets. In other action, Ulrichs knocked off Edgemont in 3 games, plus Colombe outlasted St. Francis Indian 3-1. Well, the American League Championship Series returned north of the border for the first time in 22 years tonight when the Toronto Blue Jays and Kansas City Royals resumed their best-of-7 battle. With the Royals holding a 2-0 advantage, the Blue Jays were staring down a must-win situation. Let's head out to a loud and packed Rogers Center in downtown Toronto for some of the highlights. It was a busy 3rd inning in the top half. Eric Hosmer grounds into a fielder's choice to first, but the Blue Jays can't turn 2 and Ben Zobrist scores, and KC pulls to within 1, 3-2. Troy Tulowitzki gets things going in the bottom of the 3rd inning now. With 2 on, he delivers a 3-run shot to dead center field. That makes it a 4-run game, 6-2 Toronto. Still in the 3rd inning now. Josh Donaldson came to the plate with a runner on second. He drives one deep over the wall in left field. That was part of a 6-run inning for the Blue Jays, and Toronto holds on to win this one by a final score of 11-8. Game 4 is tomorrow afternoon. Now to the NFL, where the Giants were looking to win their 4th straight tonight as they face the Eagles. The Giants very efficient on their opening drive. Eli Manning finds Odell Beckham Jr. over the middle for the 13-yard touchdown, and New York takes the early lead in this one. Later on, now the Eagles capitalize on the Giants' turnover. Sam Bradford on play action. He fires downfield to Riley Cooper for the touchdown. That tied it up at 7 apiece. Jumping ahead to the second quarter now, Eli's pass here intended for Dwayne Harris is intercepted by Nolan Carroll. He's going to take this one to the house for the pick 6, and the Eagles beat the Giants tonight by a final score of 27-7. And finally, only one game tonight in the NHL. The New York Rangers hosted the San Jose Sharks. In the second period, Rangers on a power play. Mats Zuccarello along the near boards. He whips one on net, his 4th goal of the season, and the Rangers go up 2-0. On to the third period now. New York on a break. A terrific pass here up the ice from Chris Kreider, and Jesper Foss beats Martin Jones. 3-0 Rangers at that point, and New York shuts out San Jose by a final score of 4-0. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
$5 off your choice of hand-trimmed, juicy sirloin, perfectly marbled ribeye. Our finest filet mignon steaks all day, every Sunday. Come in and try the best steak in the hills for $5 off. Shooter's Woodfire Grill, 2424 West Main, Rapid City.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
This is amazing.
That's amazing.
Real people are discovering surprising things at Chevy.
We're sold. It's so pretty. Beautiful.
It feels great.
Perfect. This is not what I would expect from a Chevy at all.
Get more than you expect for less than you imagined. The 2015 models are going fast. Find your tag and get cash back for 15% of the MSRP on select 2015 vehicles in stock. That's over $4,000 on this Chevy Equinox.
See your Heart of the West Chevy dealer today.
Add style and quality to your home with Quick-Set lock sets from Menards. This polished brass tie-low haul and closet knob has an adjustable latch and back set that fits all standard doors. It's only $6.99. Add beauty with Shaw laminate flooring. Nature's Element has a natural wood look and embossed texture. In 5 colors, it's just $119 a square foot. Vintage Accents captures the charm and character of reclaimed wood. $217 a square foot.
Save big money at Menards.
We see so many patients who have sadly been injured in a car wreck or fall. Worse yet, we see them settling their insurance claim without first considering the full cost of continuing medical care. If they would first have contacted More Faust Injury Law Group, the insurance company would not have taken advantage of them. To assure that you can receive the medical care you need and avoid these things from happening, contact More Faust Injury Law Group, attorneys that exclusively handle insurance claims.
Handmade fresh Florentine flatbread with fresh spinach, homemade bruschetta, and creamy artichoke sauce. Or Italia with rich homemade red sauce, fresh roasted red peppers, sausage, pastrami, and pepperoni. A half flatbread with your choice of fresh garden salad or fresh daily soup. Taste the difference at Shooter's Woodfire Grill, Rapid City.
Well, the Rapid City Rush have begun their 2015-2016 season, and they're back on home ice this weekend. The Rush starting their season against the Idaho Steelheads and walking away with a split in that series. That sets them up for an exciting game this Friday at home. That's when they'll take on the Colorado Eagles, of course, a big rivalry for the team. Puck drop at 7:05. Other than it being the home opener, you should know Friday is particularly exciting because it's affiliation night.
And this Friday, our home opener, the NHL and the Arizona Coyotes gave us approval to use the logo this year, so we're going to wear a jersey with the Coyotes on the shoulders and the R on the front, and all the guys are excited. I know we've seen the jerseys, what they're going to look like, so they're going to be beautiful jerseys, and it's just exciting.
And you can still get tickets by going to the Rush offices at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center or by calling 605-716-PUCK. That's 716-7825. And we have with us the trustee Justin Wickersham to fill us in on some other details. Also a trip that's on the line here.
Since it's affiliation night, someone has a chance to win a trip to Arizona to see the Coyotes play. So it's a big night for them.
That's a pretty big deal.
And they're coming off a big win. You know, they were trailing 4-1 in their game on Saturday after the first period.
Yeah.
And they came back to win that one 5-4 in overtime. So
hopefully
they can keep that momentum going. And
portent of other things to come during the season. Also, always an exciting time. It's a great ticket. So our best wishes to them for the rest of the season. Only ice you're going to find is indoors.
That's right. Look at here. 71 tomorrow, 61 on Wednesday. Then we're in the 50s. Maybe some showers Thursday, Friday.
That'll do it for us right here. For everybody on the NewsCenter1 team, have a great night.
A card
gives you freedom, room to grow, and in time, room to grow up. Your dream car evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
When you drive a Ford with intelligent all-wheel drive and great gas mileage, your neighborhood gets a whole lot bigger. So whether you're taking in a show, getting in a workout, or just hanging out with your friends, Ford has the perfect intelligent all-wheel drive vehicle for anything that comes your way. Welcome to the neighborhood. Expand your neighborhood in a new 2016 Ford Fusion with the confidence of intelligent all-wheel drive for just $199 a month. Visit your local Ford store today.
Don't let the frustration with the equipment in your office come to this. Call TechNet Corp instead. TechNet Corp, the friendliest computer repair shop in the Black Hills.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
In our area, the weather can change in the blink of an eye. And when severe weather strikes, your NewsCenter1 team of meteorologists is there, in the field, and in the studio. So when weather concerns you, turn to NewsCenter1, your one weather source.
Place to after party.